I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So I started taking this shutoff valve out, and then the hose started spinning. The whole thing was spinning around. So I took the, get out of here, Pookie. There's my dog. She's got to come out and help me. Anyway, I took the other gas line off that goes to the carburetor. And there's a bunch of stuff stuck in the screen. It's not supposed to be brown. It's supposed to be kind of gold. I don't know where all the... Oh, I'm losing fuel, guys. I gotta dump it out in my gas tank, if you can see it. You can see my dog. Get out of here. Go on, get. You're gonna get gas on you. So, I was leaking out of the top of the gas tank. Let me slosh that around a little bit. Dog, why don't you go in the house? Wow, there's a lot of crap in that gas tank. I don't even know. Actually, I do know how. There's a guy I like to watch his videos. And he will put marbles or a bunch of nuts inside of a gas tank, usually car tanks, truck tanks, and then he just rolls it around with some gas in there. And good in the house, one. I think my dog's getting some gas on her. She doesn't seem to like it. Anyway, he puts some marbles or nuts and bolts inside of the gas tank, and then just rocks it around, and it breaks up all of that rust and everything else. So I'm gonna try doing that with this. I'll see what I can find that'll fit in there. The problem with this one is it's got a lip right here that's an inch down. So if I put a bunch of nuts and screws in there, I'm gonna have a hard time. Actually, no, I've got a little skinny magnet. So I'm gonna put some nuts in there, maybe some bolts, rattle it around, see if I can get all that stuff broke loose. Because that's just not good. It's just got all kinds of crap in it. You probably can't see it, but there's a lot of sediment at the bottom of that thing. I'm going to see if I can get that broke loose and get it cleaned out of there. Then maybe we can put this back together and it'll run. Well, I found out that the screen unscrews from the shutoff valve. So I got that off, cleaned it up. This is so plugged up that you can't even blow air through it. So I'm going to find something that I can stick down in there, and I didn't bring in a small enough screwdriver. So I'm going to either go get another screwdriver or a piece of wire and see if I can open up this passageway so I can blow some air through it. Then I can get some cleaner in there to clean it out. Whatever you spray in there just shoots right back out the same hole it goes in. So it's just not letting anything through. That's why part of the reason it won't start. It can't get any fuel. I got this pretty well cleaned up so I can blow air through it, so at least it'll let gas pass through. I put the filter back on. There's a rubber gasket here. It was stuck to the gas tank. So I cleaned it up a little bit. There was some gummy stuff on the gas tank, so I wiped it off. I'm going to put this back in the gas tank, and then I'm going to dump this B12 Berryman's in there, and I'm going to get a bunch of washers and stick it in there and just rattle it around like heck, and hopefully I knock all that rust and sediment loose inside there. It may take a couple times, but I'll get that done and I'll be back, and maybe we can get this thing running today. Well, I went to put it back in the gas tank, and I remembered there's a nut that goes on here. So I got to take the rubber washer off. Otherwise, it's not going to seal. And I probably should be getting a new O-ring for this. But at the moment, I'm going to try it with this, see if I can get it to work. So I'm unscrewing the washer off of here. Okay, get the washer off. And then this nut goes on there. Otherwise, you can't tighten this up against the gas tank. It doesn't go down far enough. I was wondering, why isn't it going on like it's supposed to? Then I remembered, oh yeah. There was a nut I took off. Guess you got to pay attention to what the heck you're doing. So we'll try this again. Oh, I got the washer, or the nut on. I got the washer on. Now we'll screw it back into the gas tank. And maybe I can tighten it up this time. And you probably don't want to cross-thread it. It probably wouldn't be a good thing. Now I put this red knob back on here just so I could turn the valve on and off easy. But you have to take it off when you put this shutoff back in, because otherwise it won't work. And I think, if I remember right, this has to be pointing this direction. And I guess I can always adjust it. Now this is a 14-inch nut here. Well, sorry.